Hi there, it's Lisa McElwee with Consulting Intuition. And I am so excited today because I just got a little package in the mail this morning from Amazon and I'm going to be sharing it with you. It is, drumroll please, the Angel Wisdom Tarot Deck by Radleigh Valentine and artist Dan Craig. Brand new, hot off the press. Get yours now because I'm going to tell you these are going to sell out fast. They're so amazing. So awesome. You want to see inside of them? Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. So first thing is, inside the box is a nice little prayer. So we'll start there. It says, "Thank you, angels, for guiding my path every day." All right. Amen to that, right? So as always, you're going to have your little book and you're going to have your cards. Now I was kind of excited when I saw the front of the box and I saw the little gold on it. I thought, oh my God, yay, the edging's going to be gold. I love that about cards. I sell these in my shop. I sell cards in my shop and I think consumers like that. I'd like to know if you do, so you have to drop me a little message and tell me if you prefer the gold edging around or something more like this so that you can edge them your own self with whatever color you want, okay, and individualize them a little more. So this is the back side of the cards. It's got the Wheel of Fortune image on it. The cards, let me back up just a tiny bit. So I'm certified through Hay House as a reader. I'm also certified with Radleigh Valentine. And one of the things Radleigh taught us is, how to get your cards ready when you first get a new deck of cards. And a lot of people, everybody has their own little way of doing it. This was just what I heard from Radleigh, my understanding of it anyway, and how I agree, how I do it. Just take the cards from the box, and a lot like what we're going to do today, just going through each and every card, looking at them, and making sure that every card is there. Because a lot of card decks, there's a lot of friction or static, and so the cards are going to stick, but not so much with this deck, okay? Look how smoothly they move. I mean, these things are going to shuffle just beautifully. I can't wait to shuffle them. They're still in order though, so I can show them to you. All right, so let's start with the book, shall we? So when I did my training with Radleigh, one of the things he teaches us or taught us was that about the 15 most popular archangels and what their specific task was and that they're most associated with, and then the color that they're associated with and kind of the name that they go by. So I want to tell you, even though we're going to talk to you about the certain task that they have, it doesn't mean that's the only task they have. Anytime you need help from the archangels, you can just ask for anything from any angel or all the angels at once. They get you. They got you. They can do anything, right? But for the sake of this and learning and kind of funneling it into like a fine-tuned type help, the book is going to address that. Now, you guys, I had to travel to Denver from Kansas City. I had to pay money for this class. And I'm telling you, it's in this book. It's super cool. Not the whole class, obviously, but this was one of my favorite things that I took away because we do angel prescriptions and we use these different angels to decide, make like a little prescription for the angels that'll help work best for given situations. And we're going to do an example, Gabrielle. Now, Gabrielle, I'm going to use the term she, but honestly, the archangels, they're gender neutral. But Archangel Gabrielle wears many hats, and she is known for being like an angelic life coach and helping you be motivated and focused. And there's a little more in the book for that. She is, her color is copper, and that's important to know because if you're working with Gabrielle, you want to call her in and meditate and look for her color copper, kind of like her horn, okay? And her name is means the strength of God. So anyway, why is that in this book? Well, I'm going to show you why. Not only because that's really awesome, but because on these cards, oops, let me get this, I don't want to get out of order here. You are going to see that in the corners here, there is going to be the number of the card, the suit of the card, and down here, Okay, over here in this corner, on many of the cards, you're going to see a little letter or a couple of letters. And those are the abbreviations, and this one just happens to be for Gabrielle, all right? And so this one's probably, this card, why that's important is because if you're looking for a little motivation, then Gabrielle can help you. And this card, all right, the Eight of Pentacles, is about learning all you can about a subject, a career, things like that. Well, wouldn't you need to be motivated for that? Absolutely. And then it has 3 right here. So this is also a card associated with the Major Arcana card that will also give you more insight into this particular card. All right, so that's that. So he's added just this extra little oomph to all these cards. Now, you guys, I use Angel Tarot deck, the one that he wrote with, he worked with Doreen Virtue, and I have used that for years now. It's my go-to deck when I do readings for other people. That's the deck I use. And I have, like many of you, gajillions of decks, okay? But I seem to always go back to that. And I'm going to tell you, never have I ever opened a card deck and thought, oh, I think, oh, it's pretty, oh, it's cool, but I've never ever gotten so excited about a deck as I am about this Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. From the get-go, I could see myself using this deck over my Angel Tarot deck. Why is that? Let's look, okay? All right, so let's get to knowing the cards. So the first one, the Dreamer. Just like in the Angel Tarot deck and in many of the other decks, and certainly the Rider-Waite deck, you're going to have some of the same imagery. So he's got the dog here, all right, his helper, and he's looking up longingly. He's kind of daydreaming a little bit. So a lot of imagery that I'm familiar with, so I don't have to learn all this new weird stuff that an artist put on there that's like, what? I got to learn their whole language before I can learn to read these cards. So very familiar, and I like that about him. The imagery is just so beautiful. Another one of my favorite decks is the Akashic Tarot, and because of the colors in it and the depth in the pictures and the artistry, and I'm going to say that this is probably going to jump past that one because this one just makes much more sense to me. Okay, so anyway, so I'm anxious to see what you think of that also. So here we go. Major Arcana cards: the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress. Look how lovingly she's looking at that baby and what she's giving birth to or had given birth to. The Emperor, Wise Counsel. There's a lot of astrology nods on these cards also. The Lovers. The Chariot I thought was unique because the Chariot's up in the air. That's kind of unique. I haven't seen that in a card yet. Justice. The Hermit. The Wheel, and the wheel is the imagery that's on the back of the card. And if I'm reading these, I thought a fun thing to do, and I don't know if Radleigh mentions this in his book or not, because I haven't gotten that far yet, or in the little handy dandy book that comes with it. But I'm going to look, and I'm going to see where my attention is drawn on this wheel to kind of get a better insight into which angel to work with. Okay? Strength, she's just tamed that through confidence. Awakening, or the Hanged Man. Release, and by releasing, look at all that abundance that's around. Balance. Ego, that's normally the Devil card in traditional tarot. It can be so scary, but not in this card. Look at him cutting through those chains that are binding. Okay. Transformation, or the Tower card, my least favorite card in all the deck. But you know, even this one doesn't look too scary. My favorite card in the deck, the Star. I absolutely love it, love it, love it. The Moon. The Sun. Renewal. And the World. See the little infinity sign up there? Okay, so now we're in the Fire suit. This is the one. And again, notice down here, you've got ME for Metatron, and over here, 0 for the Fool. Okay, those are cards that are going to help you along this. Okay, of course it's a 1, so it's a new journey. Of course the Fool makes sense there, right? Okay, the 2, 3. I liked this. I think they got a little nod back to the Guardian Angel Tarot deck with the house there in the image. Do you see that? It's kind of Victorian in nature. Okay, but Look at all the modern imagery too. I mean, this girl here, she's in her yoga attire. And she is here also, the next card. So you've got that modern little twist to it. It's not all stuck in one little time era. I like that about the cards. Okay. See, looky here. So it got a nod to the past, you know, and history. And looky here at this card. This poor lady, she has worked so hard for what she's getting, but it's going to pay off. The page has her little helper there, and I like that the page is a guy. Doesn't have to, you know, it could be guy, girl, whatever. Helps you to think outside the box and not get stuck in the fact that, oh, this is a young female or whatever. Okay. The Knight, the Queen, and our fiery King. All right, now we're going to move into water, and the first one says, hey, there's a dolphin there. So dolphins tell us to have more fun. I think that message is for one of you. Okay, and looky here, look at that, those cups, the three of those people celebrating. Pay attention. Okay, there, moving along a little faster. Need to make a choice, okay? Quit procrastinating. Here we go. There we go. Oop, look at this happy family card. Another dolphin with our page. We have our Knight, this hair blowing, Queen, King. Okay, now we have our air. Brr, winter is coming here in the States. I know you're in spring or something there in Australia if you're watching this. This one I love. You guys, look at the empathy in this card. You can clearly see it. See how she's wearing her heart on the outside? So she's really gone through a tough time, but there's guides that are caring and they want to help her through this tough time. I think if you show that to a client or you just look at it for yourself, anybody you're doing a reading for, it really shows the depth of that card and what it means, as does this one. I mean, this guy is just, what is this, a bachelor party? I don't know. He's just out and he's just throwing his money around, not making real good choices. Okay. Whoop, better pay attention or someone's going to sneak off with your stuff while you're not looking. Right, there's our 8, 9, 10. Nice thick card like most of the Hay House cards. Our page, Knight, Queen, King. He looks tired. This precious little girl. I wonder if the artist knows these people in real life and uses people that he knows as the faces of these images. That one kind of reminds me of Radleigh in some way. She's tooling along. Look at her. She's using her resources very wisely. Drawing some negative thoughts to you, manifesting some negativity. What you put out, you get back. Harvesting, planting seeds, okay, studying, her paid off mortgage card. Here's our page, getting some more knowledge, learning more, our Knight, our Queen, and ta-da, our King. So you guys, that's the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine and illustrations by Dan Craig. I hope you enjoy it. For more information, you should be following Radleigh Valentine on his Facebook or his Instagram because he's talking a lot about it and using this in a lot of readings, so it'll really bring it to life. I mean, straight from the source, which is awesome. Who doesn't love Radleigh? Also, please, if you're watching this on YouTube, like this video so we get some shares out there. I think some people are going to be really interested to see what he just created and get used to it. And if you're wanting to order it, you're asking about cost. It's $24.99 in the States and $33.99 in Canada. I think right now, though, there might be some sort of a special with the launching of this. I'm not sure. So anyway, have a great time. Enjoy this deck if you get it. I highly, highly encourage you to do that. And if you're getting a reading with me anytime soon, then I'm definitely going to be using this deck probably alongside my Angel Tarot, but I think I'm going to be branching out into this a little bit more. And if you do want a reading, of course, you can give me a call, 816-826-8000. Of course, follow me on Facebook at Consulting Intuition or at Intuitive Lisa, and my website is consultingintuition.com. All right, bye. Have a great day. Mwah.